Hello everyone, I am your host Ayushi Karasetia and welcome back to our channel Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to add Elementor form leads as contacts into your SendGrid account automatically. So first let us understand what these software applications are all about. So the first software application we are using is Elementor Forms, which is a form building software application and it is a plugin of WordPress. So in place of Elementor Forms, we can also use Contact Form 7, Gravity Forms, Google Forms or any other form building software application. And the second software application we are using is SendGrid, which is an email marketing platform. So in place of SendGrid, we can also use MailChimp, MailerLite, MailerCloud or any other email marketing software. So the idea here is that you have embedded a form on your website and you are collecting the leads through the form submission. Now you want that whenever any of the customer fills that particular form, automatically the details of the customer should be added as a new contact to your SendGrid account automatically. For that, we need to create a connection between Elementor Forms and SendGrid so that whenever the form is filled, automatically the customer is added as a contact to your SendGrid account. So in order to create an integration between both these software applications, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So basically, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software which will help us in integrating both these software applications automatically. The best part here is it doesn't require any coding skills or programming knowledge. Even a non-technical person can use this software application very easily. So how we are going to create an integration between both these software applications? Let us learn this on my screen. For this, let us type Pabbly, pabbly.com in our browser. This is the website of Pabbly. Here we have to come to products and click on Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly Connect. As you are the first time user, you have to click on sign up for free option and you can create your own account in just 2 minutes by clicking on this option. And you will get 100 tasks free every month. As I already have an account with Pabbly Connect, I'll simply click on sign in. In the all apps section, come to Pabbly Connect and click on access now. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here we have to create a workflow. For that, come to this plus sign and click on create workflow. Now here we have to give a name to the workflow. So let us give the name as Elementor Forms to SendGrid Integration. Here you can give the workflow name as per your requirement. Elementor Forms to SendGrid Integration. Okay. And let's click on Create. Now here we can see a trigger window and an action window. So Pabbly Connect works on the concept of trigger and action. Trigger means when this happens, action means do this. So in this use case, we want to add the Elementor form leads as contacts to SendGrid. So open this trigger window and here in the choose application, let us find Elementor Forms. In the trigger event, we have to select new form submission. Now here we can see a webhook URL and some instructions are also mentioned. So by following these instructions, we can set up the webhook in the Elementor Forms. For that, I'll be just copying this webhook URL from here. I'll go back to my WordPress account. So this is my WordPress dashboard. Here I have already created some pages. I'll just open the pages over here. And here we are going to use A to Z advertising agency page where I have embedded my form. So I'll be just clicking on edit with Elementor option. So this is my web page. Here at bottom I have embedded the form. I'm just going to close this navigator window. Okay. So we have to create a connection between this particular form and Pabbly Connect so that whenever the form is filled, automatically the details of the customer are captured in Pabbly Connect. For that we have to just minimize the form fields and here we can find actions after submit option. Click on it. Here we have to add the action. For that click on this plus sign and add webhook as an action. As soon as we add the webhook action, here we can find webhook activated. Simply open it and it is asking for the webhook URL. Here we have to paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect and click on update. Okay, so the webhook has been updated on this particular page. Let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see that it is waiting for the webhook response. So in order to capture the response, we have to do a test submission. It means we have to fill up the form on the name of a customer. So I'll just take you to the form. So this is the web page and this is the form where I have asked for the first name, last name, email address and mobile number of the customer. So let us fill in the details. Let's give the first name as Adam, last name as Smith, email address as adamsmith123@gmail.com, and let's add the mobile number. Okay, and let's click on submit. The form was sent successfully. So the form is sent. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see the responses received and all the details related to the customer are captured over here. Here we can find the first name, last name, email address, mobile number, form ID and form name. So now we want that using these details, automatically a new contact should be added to our SendGrid account. For that, come to this action window. And here in the choose application, let us find SendGrid. In the action event, we have to select add or update a contact. Click on connect. Click on add new connection. Now it is asking for the token. So let us read the instructions. Enter the API key as a token. To get the API key, go to the settings, go to API keys, click on create API key, choose full access and click on create. Okay. So I'll just take you to my SendGrid account. So this is my SendGrid dashboard. Here we can find the settings option. Click on settings and click on API keys. Now here I have already created a API key, but we are going to just create a new key over here. For that, click on this create API key button. Here we have to give a name to the API key. So I'm just giving it as Elementor Forms Integration. Okay. So here you can give the name as per your requirement. Here we have to select the API key permission as full access. Okay. And let's click on create and view. So here we can find the API key. We are going to simply copy this key from here. We'll click on done. And let's go back to Pabbly Connect and we have to paste the API key over here. Okay. And let's click on save. Okay, and now the SendGrid account is connected to Pabbly Connect just because I was already logged into my SendGrid account. So make sure before creating a connection, you are logged into your SendGrid account. Now here we have to select the list. So I'll just take you to my SendGrid account once again. Here we will be moving to the marketing section. And here we have to move to contacts. Here I have already created some contact list like Elementor Forms and Razorpay. If you want to create a new list, simply click on this create button and click on new list. So I'm just going to open the list named Elementor Forms over here. Okay, so I have just 2 contacts in this particular list. Now I want all the contacts to be saved to this particular list. Okay, so we are selecting Elementor Forms list over here in Pabbly Connect. For that we have to refresh it for the new items. Okay, and let us select Elementor Forms over here. Now here we have to give the address details of the customer. So if you have the address details, you can map it over here. As we don't have the details, I'm just leaving it as blank. Here we have to map the email address, first name, last name. So we have already got these details from the form submission, the Elementor form submission. So we are going to map all these details now. Okay, let's scroll down. Here we have to map the email address from Elementor. The first name as Adam, last name as Smith. Okay, so we don't have the postcode, so I'm just leaving it as blank. And here we don't have the fields for the phone number, so we can't map the phone number over here. So as we have mapped all the details like email address, first name and last name, let's click on save and send test request. Okay, and here we can see the response is received. It means a new contact is added to our SendGrid account. Let's check it. I'm just going to refresh it. Okay, and here we can find a new contact named Adam Smith. I'm just going to open it. And here we can find the first name as Adam, last name and the email address. So in this way we can see that our integration is working fine and the contacts are getting created into the SendGrid contact list. Okay, let's move back to Pabbly Connect and let us save this workflow first. Data saved successfully. Okay, now we have to check this in the real time whether our integration is working fine or not. For that, I'll just go to the web page once again. I'm just going to refresh it. And here we are going to fill up the details on the name of some other customer. Let's give the first name as Shikha, last name as Arya, email address as shikhaarya22@gmail.com. Okay, let's add the mobile number. Click on submit. Okay, the form was sent successfully. The form is filled. Now we have to check the SendGrid contact list. We have to refresh it. And here we can see a new contact, Shikha Arya. I'm just going to open it. Here we can find the first name as Shikha, last name as Arya and the email address. So in this way we can see that our integration is perfectly working fine. Let's go back to Pabbly Connect and I'll just minimize all these windows and let us see in a nutshell whatever we have done till now. So first we have created an integration between Elementor Forms and Pabbly Connect. Then Pabbly Connect has captured all the details through the form submission, the details of the customer. And using the details, automatically a new contact is created into your SendGrid account. And in this way, we have created a successful integration between Elementor Form and SendGrid using Pabbly Connect. So not just these software applications, you can integrate a ton of applications and automate your business using Pabbly Connect. In case of any queries, you can visit our Pabbly forum. To check the pricing details of Pabbly Connect, you can visit this particular URL. Also, the link of Pabbly Connect and this workflow is available in the description box. You can clone the same workflow into your account directly. If you really like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you everyone.